Airsoft mic stars in the Black Panther.
No, sorry, can't use that. We'll get sued. Already done.
My bad. Airsoft mic stars in the Black Sniper.
Oh, come on, mate. Why do we have to make this about colour? Everyone's included. White people, black people, every colour on this planet.
But you didn't allow me to finish. Airsoft mic stars in the Black Sniper rifle. The KJ Works M700 Takedown version. The Black Sniper rifle not coming to a cinema or anywhere near you anytime soon.
What do we get in the box? So you've got quite a nice KJ Works catalogue of different products that they produce. Looks very professional. And let's have a look. Yep, let's get all the accessories out first. So you get this little package. So first off, you have a manual, and there's a parts list, which is pretty handy. And a manual with all your do's and don'ts, instructions for operators, and an exploded view with your parts. And if you're wondering, why does that show your parts? And also this, that's for the M700, the normal version, the police version. This is for your takedown version. Okay, so what else have we got in this bag? Quite a neat little box of BBs. Now, as much as I think this is a nice, neat little touch, I won't be using these. And what looks like everything else that you would need to load the mag. Absolutely loving the finish on this. We'll go through that in a moment, but first, let me do what excites me the most about this particular model. Oh my gosh! So first off, let's look at the externals of this M700T. As I said, the finish on this is gorgeous. It's a real deep, rich black. And it's got a nice sort of textured effect to it also. So let's start at the very rear, where you have a textured rubberized buttstock, which is also branded. You also have your swivel screws mounted here on the rear, and let me just jump forward to the front, and two more just there. So now we move to this part of the sniper rifle, and again I am blown away with the build quality of this. One of the main reasons why I never bought this years ago is I thought KJ Works, sniper rifle, price is not bad at all. It's probably going to be a bit rickety and loose and not that good. Oh my gosh, I haven't fired this yet, but in terms of how solid it is and the build quality, straight away, out of the box, I've got to give it 10 out of 10. Now, of course, I've got to start using it to make sure it doesn't start becoming loose. But out of the box, this thing is solid. So, continuing. This part of the sniper rifle, you've got your metal trigger guard and trigger. You have your bolt handle and your safety. And on the back right here, just like the real version, you can't see it at the moment. In fact, let me just do it now. What am I delaying for? Because I need to tell you about this bolt handle if you don't already know. So I'll pull it back, put it in, down, it's ready to fire. And you see what's just appeared right there?
The back of the firing pin assembly.
Now when I go to pull the trigger, now it's all good because I've already removed the mag. You will see that disappear. Nice. Now if I take you back down towards the trigger and trigger guard, you will see your mag release. It's that little switch or button right there. However, if your bolt is forward, you won't be able to release the mag. So to get the mag out, bolt up, back, and it doesn't have to go back too far. Now when I press this button, the mag will drop. The mag is back in, and I'll just show you, if I don't pull this bolt back, I press this button, the mag will not drop. So bringing you back to the top portion of this sniper rifle,
You have a very cool looking rail system.
now sticking around this area, I do believe on the police model, so the non-takedown model, this is where you would adjust your hop up. But on this takedown model, I love doing this. And right here is where you would do your hop up adjustment. So let me show you the mag, and it's a full metal mag that takes green gas. So as I have the mag out already, I might as well put a bit of gas in and some BBs. Now, although I showed you a speed loader for this mag, it only takes about 10, so you don't really need a speed loader to be fair. And you can just pull down this magazine follower and pop your BBs in one by one. Now I've got 9 rounds in here. On paper it should take 10, but 9 fits comfortably. Now that that mag is loaded and ready, I'm gonna leave it out whilst I show you the rest of this sniper rifle. So looking over this side, you have your Made in Taiwan sticker, so I will be taking it off. Although from a distance, it's quite nice having a little bit of white print on a very deep, rich black rifle. But it's a sticker, so it's got to go. But if you take a closer look, etched into the metal, manufactured by KJ Works. And as you can see, the seam where the takedown occurs, and one of my big worries about this particular model is that this would be loose. Trust me, it's solid. It's as if this doesn't even come apart, how solid it is. Whether it remains that way, we'll see in the future. And then I've already mentioned these swivel screws right here. Of course, you would be able to mount your bipod on there. And then as we move down, we've got this rather lovely, long, jet black metal barrel. Now moving on towards the operation of this thing, your safety lever, when forward, is ready to fire. When it comes to pulling the bolt back, unlike other spring type bolts, because there's no spring tension in this, so it's very, and I mean very easy to pull back. Watch. No effort whatsoever to pull that back. It is actually free. And no, it's not broken. It literally only has to be pulled back partially to successfully chamber around. Now this is looking kind of lonely. It's missing something. Hold on. Hell yeah! Right, let me get this mag in, and you can see from the top the feed lips appearing right there. And as you can see, you can appreciate when this bolt goes forward, it will push around into the chamber. Right, let's get this chronoed. Oh, let me just hold it right there. It's true what I read. I did read up somewhere that when you first start to fire this sniper rifle, this M700 takedown version, and I suppose it would be the same for the police version, the first shot or two will be fairly mediocre, fairly low. and then it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So as you can see there, my 6th shot ended up on 428. So for this part of the accuracy test, I'm going to aim for these figures along the bottom. Let's see how we get on. So just to give you a quick idea how small these figures are, here's my mobile phone. You get the idea? So if I hit anywhere near any of these figures, let alone actually hit them, and if I do, even though I'm not a million miles away from the target, you can just call me Sure Shot Mike. SSM. Sure Shot Mike. Has a nice ring to it. But then again, if I miss every single one, you can call me Shot Mike. Come on! Look at that. Now, if that isn't almost a headshot, it's pretty much a neck shot. Then when we move along there, I almost got dead on center to that actual target. Again, another good shot. And there, almost missed him on the left arm. So, what are my initial thoughts on this KJ Works M700 takedown version? Well, you already know I absolutely love the finish on this sniper rifle. Very sturdy, beautiful, deep, rich black colouring on the bodywork. Of course, all of the stock is polymer, and everything else, including the barrel, the bolts, the bolt handle, basically everything else is metal. And you already know how I feel about this. Awesome! Oh, and by the way, there was a second Allen key in the box, an even smaller one, and you would use that to adjust your hop up. The FPS out of the box is pretty decent, but this is upgradable. And the fact that it's a gas-operated sniper rifle, which makes it the first of its kind in my airsoft armory, is awesome. However, and here comes the cons. It seems to be not a very reliable source of power. Green gas, that is. As I showed you in the chrono, starts off weak, gets stronger. I don't know. Maybe I need something a bit more consistent. Yep, I've taken the plunge. Now, to be honest, initially I bought this little starter kit, and I call it a starter kit, so I only went for a small tank, okay? I bought this initially for my micro gun, and that's exactly what it's going to be used on. But then, me not being an HPA user, and yes, HPA, sometimes I get lazy and say HPA. Anyway, HPA, I'm not a real HPA user, but I can see the benefits of it. I keep watching videos and it just works amazingly. And then I see people tapping mags, or I think that's what they call it anyway, where they convert a gas mag into an HPA one. Now, I'm not saying that's what I'm going to be doing. No. I'm an amateur at HPA, but I'm definitely going to use this for my micro gun. And if I like the results, I think I'm going to be using HPA a lot more, especially in some of my videos. So it being a starter kit for me, it came with this line. Then a good friend of mine that I know who is a paintballer, yeah, so a good friend of mine that I know who is a paintballer said, get this coil instead. So I did. Then I got myself a very modest little tank, and I know I'm probably going to want bigger than that in the future. And then for the micro gun, because it was a European consignment, it didn't come with this HPA adapter, so I got one of those too, and of course a regulator. So yeah, overall I love this sniper rifle. It goes right at the top of all the sniper rifles that I own, and I do have a few. I know some of you say get the Northridge one. I know some of you saying get the Tokyo Marui one. Do you know what? I'm happy with this for now. But it's me, Airsoft Mike. Of course I'm gonna end up getting those at some point, but this is my favorite so far. If you like what you see, check the video description for more information. And of course, this particular one didn't come with the scope or the bipod. There'll be information in the video description about where you can get those too. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. And please remember, I also have a channel called Mike's Tech and Toys. Links in the video description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.